All right, we have made this Lego wall in SketchUp. Now we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff to take this 3D model and ultimately put it up in a mobile browser, an augmented reality browser, which you can use on your mobile device. We got to do it a whole bunch of little steps, make a whole bunch of little things talk to each other to get this right. So I'm going to break it down into bite-sized pieces for the next little bit so that you just do each one simply and don't get caught up with all the other stuff. Now, all of these got to be a working whole to do right, but there's going to be all sorts of little steps and little minor corrections here and there to make it work right. So when we do things like coding, though, we got to debug things all the time. We got to figure out what errors are here and what errors aren't working. First thing we are going to do is I am going to look at this model in SketchUp, and I am going to format it to work inside of a mobile AR browser. So I took the profiles and the edges away. It kind of looks nice there. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now I'm going to export it as a 3D model. And I'm exporting it as in a wavefront format, which is this kind of older way of making 3D models that separates them into their working components. One of them is texture files, and one of them is the object files. Inside a wavefront format, it's going to be called .obj, or an object file. And export that right to my desktop. The materials is another name for the textures, and these are the faces. I'm going to go ahead and close that. And I'm actually going to force quit SketchUp because I don't need her right now. And I am going to open up something called an l3d converter. Now, you could download this from the Layer website. We'll get to all that later. So this is a jar file. It's a Java program that converts your wavefront format files into l3d files, which is the file format native to the Layer app. So I'm going to import my OBJ. It is right here on my desktop. Open that up. Same little set of information that I had before. These are the different materials, my textures, my colors. This is the preview, kind of what it's going to look like. It's going to be just this big wall. So right now, I'm actually looking to see if we got any errors or glitches or anything, and it looks pretty good. So I'm going to hit Save As, and I want to save this to my desktop as Lego Wall. We'll call this 1. Looks like I've done that before, so I'm going to save this as Lego Wall 2. First little bug to work out. Alright, looks there, that's my file right there. So I'm going to go ahead and quit out of this jar. And we are going to hold off. What I want you to do is save your SketchUp file as a wavefront format, that's OBJ. Then I want you to go to the l3d converter, and I want you to import that object and then save it as an l3d.